morning, everybody.
Welcome to Weekly 2.1.
New marking period, new weeklies. This time maybe don't save them till the last week to do them all. Do them one at a time, it works out much better. So this week, I think we're starting a whole new topic. We're finally done with fractions.
That sounds okay to me.
And I think we're going to talk about decimals.
Oh yeah, nice.
So if we're looking at this atrocious number that we came up with here.
It's a biggie.
I kind of made nice little, flow chart almost with arrows and pointies and all that fun stuff. And first thing we're going to do is just write down all of the different names so that you can have them for your notes.
Okay.
And the first one right here, the 6, is the ones place.
So that's the first one to the left of the decimal point, which is...
And I like to start at the decimal and go to the left.
When you're naming places.
The ones place. The next one will be the tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and then I stopped at millions.
And that makes sense, because if you look just like, if you cover up the decimal point for a minute, that number is 5,000,000.
Yep.
917,326. Cool.
So make sure that you write those down. You can use them for your notes. They will come in handy when we come to our examples in a minute.
Now, to the right of the decimal point, each place also has a name. And these are a little harder to say. The first one is the tenths place. And so that's the one. So if the number were just this, it would be 6 2/10. And the next one over, the 3 there, is in the hundredths position. Notice how these all have a THS on the end of them? That can be a clue to you that it's a place value on the right side of the decimal place.
It also makes it impossible to say.
Well, a little harder. It's more of a mouthful for sure. The third one to the right of the decimal place is the thousandths. And then we have, as you would expect, the 10,000ths, the 100,000ths, and the millionths place. Now, an important thing to notice is these look pretty similar to those up there, except that they have a THS on the end of them, as we said. But there's no oneths place to the right of the decimal. The first one to the right is the tenths place.
And we will step to the side a little bit so that you can pause the video and write all of these down, which might be helpful. All right, going on to example 1, which states, write the name of the decimal place indicated.
So let's see, can we move this over a little? Oh no, we can't, sorry.
No, we can't move. We can rewrite it though. So we have 9,053,496.
And the indicated place is the 4.
We're looking for what place value is number 4.
Now, Ms. Marino, where's the decimal point in this number?
Well, the decimal point would be right here.
But it wasn't there.
That number doesn't actually have a decimal place.
So there's one there, but you just leave it off if there's nothing else?
Yeah, if there's nothing after, you don't have to write it.
Okay.
We could also put a couple of zeros here if we like.
Like we do with money, for instance.
Right. If we're starting here.
It's a lot of money, just saying.
This is the ones place. Again, I'm starting at the decimal, making my way to the left. Ones, tens, hundreds. So my underlined number is in the hundreds.
Not the hundredths place, because remember those are to the right of the decimal. Nice.
Because it's 400.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, what's
Second
next? Yeah, let's look at another one. All right, I'm going to try this one. Since these are numbers to the right of the decimal, this is my specialty here. I'm going to rewrite it 8 with a decimal point, and then 6, 8, 3, 5, 4. And they want us to tell what place the 5 is in. Well, we're going to start at the decimal point again. And when we go to the right, we don't have a ones place. We start with the tenths place, right? So that's tenths. And then next is hundredths. Well, I guess I kind of got myself into writing them here. I'm going to have to write them down. And then the next is the thousandths place. The 3 is in the thousandths. Remember, it's not the thousands, it's the thousandths.
That one is really tricky.
It is.
Too many THs.
They've all got a THS at the end of them here. And then the next one is the 10,000ths.
And I think that's our winner.
Yes, indeed. The 5 is in the 10,000ths place. Don't forget your THS because it's to the right of the decimal.
So for example 2, we have the 10,000th place, the number 5 that was underlined. I think this is much easier than fractions.
Oh yeah.
Let's look. Ooh, they changed it on us.
Yeah.
In the number 2039.876, what digit is in the tenths place? So I'm gonna write it back out. Because I have a TH, that gives me a clue that I'm going to be to the right of my decimal place. And tenths, I know, would be the first one, which is the 8.
Yeah.
So my 8 is in the tenths place. I got it?
Yeah. I think that one was pretty easy.
So strategy for this one is look at your number, find your place value, and then you just have to write down the answer.
Start at the decimal place for these.
Wow, I think we're almost there. One more example.
Another? Let me see. Let me try this one. Okay, in the number 346,174. And at the decimal point, you can either say 0.903, or actually, you can also, when you're really good at place values, say 903 thousandths.
Because we're going out to the thousandths place.
Because we have tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Since the last one's in the thousandths, you can say that whole number is 903 thousandths. But it's also totally fine to say point for the decimal point and read the digits. So we want to know what digit is in the thousands place here. No THS at the end. So it's to the left of the decimal, not to the right, because it would have a THS. So we'll start at the decimal, and the first one is ones, tens, hundreds, and you know those really, because if someone showed you that number, you would say 174. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. The 6 is in the thousands place.
Very nice. I think this is beautiful. Love it.
Awesome.
We will see you guys next week for weekly 2.2.
Yes.
See you then.